when green plum pretends to be cold for the 108th time. When you walk in front of me, I deliberately took the schoolgirl's hand. This crazy woman ended up on my balcony in the middle of the night with a glowing dog tag around his neck. Woohoo, please, don't be with him. He can only be your girlfriend, and I can be your dog. If you don't believe me, I'll call you now. Woof, 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 woof. When dealing with a more important job at night, and Shu has been standing next to me and harassing me, despised me for staring at the computer screen with rapt attention, and she suddenly pulled out a silver chain, shaking in front of my eyes. She also said shyly about her husband, "This is my new necklace. Isn't it nice? I think this one is better than the previous one. Makes my skin whiter. Do you want to see me take it?" As she spoke, she unbuttoned a few of her shirts. "Put your fingers on your neck and gradually slide down." I ignored her seduction. "Just keep typing on the keyboard. See me, no reaction." She ran to the closet again and took out an apron. "Then come to me. Put your chin on the table. Look at me with sparkling eyes. Husband, wait a minute. Let's play delicately. Overbearing male master. It's a role-playing game." I ignored him. "Only work in the eyes." Anshu pouted. "Walk away disappointed." Just when I thought he had completely stopped. The next second, he ran to my side and said, Husband, I'm so hungry. I want to drink sweet milk. Can you feed me now?" And a hand came out. Seeing that the shirt is about to be torn off, I just slapped it. Anshu was stunned for a moment. He looked at me, covering the side of his face that had been slapped. Unbelievable tone. "You hit me and I was about to speak. Instead, she grabs the other side of her face. Come here too." I was speechless. Cursed how. "Anshu, can you please leave me alone?" "What did you call me?" Anshu's pupils trembled. "You used to call me Britney. Now you call me an Anshu." She wronged Baba and accused me. "You men really won't cherish it if you get it." I gave her a look of disgust. The expression of looking at a fool, and Anshu exploded in an instant. He pointed at me and said hello to me. "Xiaozhou, you wait, and I'll leave you alone tonight. Without my long legs, without my gentle perfume. I see how you can still sleep." I'm too lazy to pay attention to it. After finishing the work, I went back to my room to sleep. Because I'm too tired, I fell asleep immediately. And the one who was tossing and turning in bed, people who can't sleep for half a day, it became an Xiaoyu. She snuck into my room in the middle of the night, climbed into bed, lift the quilt, and lie down beside me. She pasted in my ear a little angrily, "I hate you like a piece of meat." The result is this sentence. It woke me up. I got pissed, kicked her right out of bed. The next morning, as soon as I came out of the bedroom, she saw Anshu dragging a suitcase at the door. I could tell at a glance that she hated me. Kicked her out of bed yesterday, going to play the runaway trick again. Sure enough. The next second he said, "Lin, how could you do that to me?" I'm really pissed off. I'm running away from home now. I didn't care. Go to the kitchen to warm up the milk. He had his back to me. See me still. I thought I didn't hear him. So he raised his voice. I got angry. "I'm running away from home. Did you hear me?" I said I was running away from home. Haven't heard it yet. Left home speechless. He shouted several times in a row. See me, still nothing. I can't hold it anymore. Turn around and look at me. And now I'm sitting at the table. Prepare me, May, for breakfast. He ran up to me. Repeat again. I'm running away from home. I took a quick bite of the bread. Then you go. Hear me. Anshu was stunned for a moment. It took a while to speak. Are you serious? And I nodded my head. I've been so tired from work these days. He's been whispering in my ear all day. It's pestering me again at night. All kinds of tricks. It's a bit torturous. It's okay to temporarily separate for a few days. Anshu's eyes instantly turned red. Can't you just coax me? Coax you? Perfunctory, I sighed. Look at him seriously. I have to go to work later. I'm just not in the mood. Play these childish tricks with you. Childish trick. Anshu's voice instantly increased. You don't believe it, do you? Then I'll really show you this time. Then he ran quickly to the door, standing at the door for a while. See, I really don't want to keep it. He bowed his head. Deep voice Lin. Sometimes I wonder, you really like me. You treat me like a pet. Come and hug me when you are happy. I'm not happy. Pull me aside, actually. You just don't think there is another suitable person. That's why you're with me. I'm just yours. What am I frowning and grunting about? If you make trouble again, I will really cut you. Hearing this, Anshu's shoulders twitched several times, like crying. She looked back at me. Orbital redness. Lay down the ruthless words, Lin. If I could do it all over again. I don't want to be cheap anymore. See? Then he cried like a buffalo. Silently pull up the suitcase and run. It's not that he's really angry. I panicked. Hurry back to the room and change your clothes. And he chased her out. Just got into the elevator. My eyes suddenly turned black. Open your eyes again. I found myself sitting in a classroom where I was a senior in high school. I can't believe this is happening. He reached out and twisted his own tear. It hurts. I'm crying. It turned out to be true. How long has it been since I graduated? All the knowledge has long been returned to the teacher. At this time, you asked me to reread the 3rd year of high school. God, I got you. Call you daddy. You really treat me like a grandson. In addition to picking up knowledge as soon as possible, I had another problem. That was an SIU's sudden indifference. And Shu and I are childhood sweethearts. She clings to me the most since I was a child. Follow my butt all day. Zhao Zhou kept screaming. But now, when I meet her on the road, she was so expressionless. Pass me by. Don't even say hello to me. When he's not smiling, he reveals coldness. Exudes an aura that strangers should not approach. I used to talk to other boys about An Shu. They always say she's a cold muse, cool and drag, and I was shocked. I thought they were kidding me. An Shu. How can it be related to the 4 words, Gao Lang Muse? She is obviously a stupid dog with incredible enthusiasm. Now I understand. It turned out that she was only hot for me before. It's cold to other boys except me. But now I don't seem to be her exception anymore. Before the crossing came to mind, the last thing she said to me, if I could do it all over again, I will never be cheap to be your simp again. So this time, he really doesn't want to be with me anymore. The mood suddenly became a little heavy. I want to wait until school is over. Let's talk to him. But just then, An Shu suddenly appeared outside the classroom. I was sitting near the window, just in time to hear him speak. He came to see a girl in my class, named by Ningbing. Do you want to go shopping together after school in the afternoon? An Shu patted Bai Ningbing's shoulder. Bai Ningbing was a little surprised. You don't have to accompany Joe after school. Is brother home? Why did you suddenly ask me to go shopping? And Moroyu glanced at him with great contempt. Am I his dog? Running behind his butt all day. Bai Ningbing scratched his head. Aren't you? And Moroyu patted his shoulder angrily. Before was before. Now is now. And he was serious. The person I am now is not the person I used to be. Bai Ningbing was surprised. What do you mean? You broke up with brother Joe? Amuro, you did not speak. I stared at him blankly. The heart suddenly tightened. And this is when he turns around. They met my gaze, but only for a second. It was as if he were looking at a stranger. Indifferently left his sight. He turned his head and told Bai Ningbing to go shopping after school. It's a deal. Be there or be square. Then he turned around and left without hesitation. The hand holding the pen clenches uncontrollably. The heart is filled with soreness. I don't think I need to talk to him anymore. Talking again is just self-humiliation. Next second, 2 tears splashed on the workbook paper. Low mood. It continued until school was over the next afternoon to relieve the pain in my heart. I didn't go straight home. Instead, chose to walk around the school. As a result, this visit, I ran into Anshi. She hides in a hidden corner. I don't know what's going on in my mouth. I crept up to eavesdrop on her speech. She complained that shopping was boring. Better to walk home with my husband. Husband smells good. I really want to hold my 6-year-old husband in my arms. Suck like a cat. I'm so annoying. Why doesn't my husband take the initiative to come to me? The fish angrily kicked the wall with its toes. Why don't I take the initiative to find him tomorrow? The next second after saying this sentence, the fish regretted it. He slapped himself and hated that iron could not be made into steel. An Shu, you. How can you be so unambitious? Have you forgotten what you said before? You will only become a man's plaything, do you know? After a while, he said firmly this time. I will never be a dog for Lin Xiaozhou again. I must maintain my image as a cold muse. Fascinated him. Obey me. Hateful Lin Xiaozhou. You're just waiting to chase me backwards and be my god hung when he comes to confess to me. I must dry him for 2 days. Let him also taste the feeling of scratching his lungs. Next second, he added that 2 days felt a bit too long. What if he starts crying? How about a day? 1 day is still a bit long. Maybe half a day. Half a day. It's such a happy decision. An Shu began to immerse herself in her fantasies. Under my operation, Lin Zhou will definitely put me in the palm of his hand like a treasure. What I say is what I say. From now on, I will make him wear a maid's dress to serve me, and I can do whatever pose I want. He never dared to kick me out of bed again. I, An Shu, am finally going to turn over and be the master. Hey. An Shu smirked. The corners of my mouth twitched uncontrollably. Hee. It turned out that he was playing this abacus, but what he didn't know was that I also traveled back. I instantly felt that the tears of these 2 days were in vain. If you don't treat him well, he is afraid that he really will not be able to distinguish between the big and the small kings. The monthly exam is almost 2 weeks away. In order to make your grades less ugly, I've been at the top of the chart. Liu Ryan, the first student in the whole grade. Not only did he have good grades, or the monitor of the class, very kind and talkative. For my request to let him make up lessons for me on weekends, just agreed. Saturday afternoon, coming home from school, I just happened to bump into the stop. Ryan Liu, who pushed the bicycle out of the parking lot. I'm standing not far away. He smiled and waved at her. Didn't notice at all. At the moment, there is a roommate, Anne, standing behind her. And Anshu thought I was greeting her. He raised an eyebrow. The corners of the lips are slightly raised. Some proud thoughts. This is finally unable to resist coming to me. The next second, he heard me yelling at Ryan Liu. Monitor, don't forget our appointment tomorrow. Ryan Liu revealed a gentle smile. He waved at me. Then classmate, I remember. After saying goodbye to Liu Ryan, I wanted to leave. But just then, I felt a very gloomy and cold look shot straight at me. I subconsciously turned my head. It just so happened to be against Anshu. I don't know how long he stood there. The face is ugly, as if I owed him millions. I opened my mouth, just wanted to say something, but he turned around and left without looking back. I can't help but frown. What happened to him? This little woman has a lot to do day by day. On the way home, passing through an alley, I was grabbed by my wrist and dragged in. And at that point, my heart began to thump, thump, thump. Just when I thought it was a gangster trying to do something wrong. When I'm ready to use my Foshin shadowless feet. But in a second, I saw Anshu's face. The leg that was about to be lifted stopped abruptly. I breathed a sigh of relief. I was just about to scold him for what the hell. But his eyes were red. It's like a great grievance, staring at me. You betrayed me on your deathbed. You actually have an agreement with Ryan Liu. What did you agree on? I was just about to speak, but was interrupted by Anne. Shu grabbed my shoulder, said that Liu Ryan confessed to you. You agree? Then I have a date tomorrow, right? No. I just said a word. Just then, he opened the kettle and was interrupted by a cry like a spirit. Woohoo! Break up. Can you break up with him tomorrow? I beg you, don't be with him. Ryan Liu is not good at all. He can only be your girlfriend, and I can be your dog. If you don't believe me, I'll call you now. Woof, 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 woof. His barking is very vivid. A little boy passing by heard it. Excited to say, Mom, there are big dogs in it. I see big dogs. Boy's mother, Cow and Shu, cast a strange look, then pick up the boy and run. Don't look at him as a lunatic who learns to bark like a dog. Uncontrollable buckling of toes. Help. Why would he be humiliated? It's me who's embarrassed. I quickly reached out and covered Anshu's mouth. Stop him from barking any longer. The next moment, there was a burst of relief in the palm of my hand. Damn, this dog thief licks my hand. I quickly drew my hand back. Anshu looked at me with tears in her eyes. Open your mouth and think. And I pointed at him. I really want to record you like this. See if those boys still call you Gowling Muse. Hear the words Gowling Muse. Comfortable with a stiff body. Put the word wall that is about to be exported. Forcibly swallow the word. The next moment, he quickly wiped away his tears. Then I tidied up my clothes. Sorry for the serious face. The ghost just got off. Anshu hugged his arms and snorted. I'm just bored. I'm just putting on a play to tease you. You think I really want to know? Did you make an agreement with Ryan Liu? I'm dying of laughter. I don't care at all. Okay? Haha. My teeth are about to break. He said he didn't care. Really pretend I smiled. Really? I was gonna tell you. Now it doesn't seem necessary to say. And Shu became anxious in an instant. I got closer to him. Anshiabatsu, the eyes are red. Feel funny. He looks like he's going to cry again. My heart softened. I'm looking for Liu Ryan to make up lessons. Hear me. Anshu heaved a sigh of relief. A look of relief. It turned out to be just a makeup class. I'm still staring at him jokingly. He immediately hugged his arms again. I really don't want to know at all. You had to tell me. The place where Liu, Ryan, and I made up the makeup class. I chose a quiet cafe. When I just took out my textbook and was about to start tutoring, a familiar voice came from my ear. What a coincidence! Classmate Liu, Lin, are you also studying here? As soon as I looked up, I saw the hippie smiling Anshu. How did this girl find out that I was tutoring here? I didn't tell her. And Shu unceremoniously pulled the chair next to me. Sit down and say, I should be able to join you. Learn with you. I'm sure it's okay. but he turned to look at Liu Ryan. Anshu Dao is a full-grade student, famously talkative. Shouldn't mind. Ryan Liu chuckled. Of course she wouldn't mind. Unexpectedly, classmate Anne also has a side that loves to learn. Hear this. I tried my best to hold back my laughter. Anne Shu is famous for being the god of sleep at school, the one who slept in class. Anne Shu naturally heard it too. The irony in Ryan Liu's words. He doesn't smile. There is no reason why Dao students do not like to study. I don't know why. I could smell something in their interaction. In order not to waste time, I opened the textbook to Liu Ryan wrote monitor. So here we go. Fortunately, after explaining something that has puzzled me for a long time, after the difficult question type, Ryan Liu asked me if I understood. I quickly nodded to find Ryan Liu really found the right one. This question. He read the reference answer many times and didn't understand. As soon as he finished explaining, instantly understand the solution. Sure enough, learning God is learning God. I understand. Thank you, monitor. I smiled and said, just then. And she said, I didn't understand. And I looked at her. You complain in your heart that if you can understand, there will be ghosts. You are so basic. He tugged at my sleeve. The tone is almost coquettish. I don't understand. Linzhou, can you tell me again? I wanted to teach others. It's also a great way to consolidate knowledge. So I agreed. After speaking, Anne Shu supported her head. Look at me with sparkling eyes. Linzhou is amazing. I smiled. Subconsciously raise your hand. I want to rub his head like before, but just as his palm was about to touch his hair, I just remembered that Ryan Liu was still watching from the side, just about to take my hand back. But just then, Anne Shu came closer, rubbing his head against my palm. I looked at Liu Ryan awkwardly, so much so that I didn't notice at all. Anne Shu threw a provocative look at her. This moment, Ryan Liu pursed her lips into a straight line. Her eyes were a little dark, and there was a big thump in my heart. Ryan Liu must be angry. Damn it! I didn't mean to play her! English blame and SIU. I glared at Anne Shu fiercely. Make her stop with your eyes. Fortunately, Ryan Liu didn't say anything. Continued to tutor me. I went to the toilet halfway through, and right after I left, Anne Shu looked at Liu Ryan coldly. Hello in an arrogant tone. Stay away from Linzhou. Ryan Liu said expressionlessly. I see, Anne. You should stay away from Linzhou classmates. Your presence here has greatly delayed his study efficiency. Originally at this time, I've already finished a whole chapter for students in Linzhou. Difficult, and because of your existence, that's not even half of it. Monthly exam coming soon. Now, time is running out. Linzhou students attach great importance to this monthly exam. If his grades are affected because of you, don't you feel guilty? She was at a loss for words for a while. After thinking for a long time, I can't hold back a sentence. You have good grades. Amazing, isn't it? Ryan Liu, chuckling is amazing. Otherwise, why do you think Linzhou Alumni Association found me? Anne Shu's fist gradually tightened. When I come back from the toilet, I found out that Anne Shu was missing. I asked Liu Ryan, what about others? Liu Ryan returned to classmate Anne as if there was a sudden emergency. Just left early. He gave me a gentle smile. Say Linzhou, classmate, let's keep learning. And I nodded my head. Say hello after this day. An ISU hardly appears in front of me, I thought. He's still sticking to this plan to disguise the cold news. Until one day, by chance, when I passed by his class, I actually saw him doing a test paper. I rubbed my eyes. I thought I was hallucinating. Open your eyes again. He was still there working on the test paper seriously. Just then, a girl walked up to him, tapped him on the shoulder and said, Angel, escape the self-study class later and go to the movies. Anshu said coldly. I want to learn. The girls thought it was a little funny to say that, Angel. Are you kidding me? As long as you are still studying. The next second, after seeing an HIU's test paper, and he stopped laughing. He paused for a moment. Then he bounces off, pointing at Anshu. You, whoever you are. Now get off of Sister Anne. Anshu rolled her eyes at him. Impatience rose. Don't bother me with my test paper. It's really the sun coming out in the west. He seems to be really studying, although I don't know. Why did he suddenly start wanting to learn? But forget it. This girl has never suffered since she was a child. Let him suffer the hardships of learning. Good monthly test results are out. Under my day and night efforts, I didn't drop in the rankings. It's the same as the last exam. And she's words. He went from 10th to 8th from the bottom. Actually, it's normal. He didn't study hard in high school, and it's been 5 years. Knowledge can't be picked up in 10 days, except for the gifted ones, of course. just like me. And Shu seems to have been really hit. On the way home, he kept crying, out of concern. I went to his house to have a look. Just opened the door. The smell of alcohol comes to the nose. And Shu was hugging a wine bottle with red cheeks, wailing, "I'm a loser. Linjo and I are really just going to be together. He likes people who are smart, like Ryan Liu, and have good grades. I don't like stupid people like me, who said that my taste is more unique. I really like him being stupid." And you took another sip of wine. No wonder. He played me like a dog, if I didn't have money at all. Good looking and in good shape. I'm definitely not even qualified to be his dog. Woo! I still want to turn over and be the master. So stupid. Lucky not to get kicked by him. Oh my god. I am willing to be a dog for Linjo for a lifetime. Please tell him not to kick me out. Woo! If you don't say that inferiority complex is the best dowry for a woman. His little appearance really moves me, and I walked up to him. But I heard him say that if I hadn't taken it in the first place, I never had a chance to be with him. I didn't hear you. I had to ask what was taken. And Shu shook his head. No, I can't say that. I can't pry his mouth open, and I gave up. Keep asking this question. I changed the question. Ask him when you fell in love with Linjo. He went back to his childhood. I fell in love with him at first sight. I had a crush on him for more than 10 years, but I never dared to confess. I'm afraid I won't have to confess to my friends. Okay. No wonder this girl dares to brag outside. Said that I had a crush on him for more than 10 years and dared not confess. It turned out to be swapping my roles with his. I find it funny. A sweet feeling emerged in my heart. I keep asking, do you have any secrets you haven't told Linjo? And Shu didn't know what to think of. He coughed lightly. Ears are red. I stole a lot of her clothes. My eyes widened. And Shu complained in a tone. I sometimes feel like she's seducing me even with her breath, but she is always busy with work. I can only solve it myself. I said, why my clothes keep getting lost? Who knows? She took it all. Did something bad. And Shu looked at me with confused eyes. Hold my wrist. Prayer. You mustn't tell Lin Xiaozhou about this. If he knew, he would definitely despise me. His mouth twitched. Cry again. This little crying bag is so cute. I kissed her forehead lovingly. Comfort her. Don't worry. Don't dislike whoever thought. My appeasement backfired. And Shu cried out, you badass. Why kiss me? Only my husband can kiss me. Go away, you big bad. Ooh, I'm not clean anymore. Xiaozhou said he only likes clean women. I can't help it. Before the college entrance examination, I will not confess my heart to an SIU. Love takes a lot of my energy. Now, all my energy should be devoted to preparing for the college entrance examination, in case the test is not as good as before. That's the end of the game. But she and Shu pulled a bitter face all day. I still can't bear it after all. Therefore, so I gave her a bracelet that I made myself. She's crazy happy. Show off with the people around you. She even ran in front of Ryan Liu, looking at Liu Ryan's dark face. I quickly apologized to her. Monitor, sorry. Excuse me. This girl had a high fever when she was a child. Burn your brain out. Liu Ryan took a walk-in exam. Successfully obtained the guaranteed quota of BG. Soon she won't come to school again. But before leaving, she gave me her notebook. Look at the clear and difficult points above. Precautions for solving problems. I was moved to tears. Woohoo. Monitor Liu Ryan is really nice. Returning to school at noon one day, I found that an issue actually appeared in my seat. She was bent over, reached out of my drawer, pulled out a pink envelope, and he was about to take it away. And I called out to him. The moment you saw me, and Shu's body suddenly stiffened, and I walked up to him. Say you took something from my drawer. Bring it over and show it to me. And Shu pursed her lips tightly. He shook his head with a pale face. I reached for it. He put his hands behind his back, and I took a breath. Frown countdown. I counted 332 when one is about to blurt out. And Shu returned the pink envelope to him. The sky is falling, like I can't face it. Straight out of my classroom. I opened the envelope. Take out the stationery inside. The signature on it is Ryan Liu. I never thought of that. Such a good monitor would have a crush on me. The end of the letter. He asked me out this afternoon after school. Let's meet in the school garden. Linjo classmate, if you would like to give me an answer. Come and meet me in the garden. I will wait for you there. It doesn't matter if you don't come. I'll take it as if you refuse. So I went. Such a sincere confession. Nature needs a solemn answer. And I rushed to the small garden out of breath. Ryan Liu has been waiting for me there for a long time. When you see me, she smiled, gentle, as always. I took it easy. Then he said with a smile, Monitor, Thank you for liking it. To be liked by someone as outstanding as you, really my luck. Ryan Liu naturally heard it, the meaning of rejection under these words. He showed a look of regret. Ask if you have someone you like, right? I nodded my head, if I'm not mistaken. It should be an SIU. Well, I scratched my head in embarrassment. Ryan Liu shook her head. There is a trace of sadness in my eyes. I really envy him. What does he have to envy? Monitor. I want to tell you a secret. Liu Ryan was stunned when he heard the words. Ask me what secret. I actually traveled back from the future. After you, he's going to be a great novelist. The kind famous nationwide. Many years later, when Liu Ryan boarded the central media, and I pointed at him on the television, the person who showed off such a cow to his friends was my high school classmate. Ryan Liu smiled gently. Thank you for your blessings. Not a blessing, it's a fact. He opened his arms and said, would you give me a hug? Just say goodbye. The hug was brief. It only lasted a few seconds. When separated, Ryan Liu told me that I wish you a bright future. All is well. I made an appointment with Amuro Yu to go home together after school. On the way, he smiled wryly and said, let me accompany you on this last journey. What the hell? Curses my mouse? And then he had his head down. Didn't say a word. I can't help it. Be the first to throw the topic. You know, the letter that Ryan Liu confessed to me today. It was his love letter to me. Amuro, you nodded blankly. How come? So cold. I deliberately provoked him. I agree. Anshu nodded again. I'm in a hurry to ask you. Don't you have anything to say? His throat is choked. After a long time, I learned that you are talented and beautiful. A natural match. Which round can I? A monster. A pose. I was about to open my mouth. Seeing an Anshu close his eyes, he fainted. I took an SIU back to his house. His personal doctor said he fainted due to extreme sadness. He woke up in about an hour or two. I just opened my eyes and saw me. He rolled over. Turn your back to me. The voice is muffled. Why are you still staying at my house? Take care of you. He raised his voice. And you have a girlfriend. Also take care of me. Do you want to give you a chance to be a mistress? And he's angry. And he turned to look at me. Blamed a little three. What do you take me for? Would I be so self-deprecating? Linjo stopped looking down on me. I smiled and said, I'll give you 5 minutes to think about it. Anshu's arrogance gradually faded in the eye contact with me. Finally disappeared completely. He turned his back on me again. The tone contained a little crying. That's a terrible name. I'll be your dog. Playing with dogs is not cheating. He lifts the quilt. Cover yourself completely. Wu, Wo, and Shuai. To have fallen to such a level of moral decline. I laughed out loud. Anshu lifted the quilt. Then he pulled my wrist, pressed me to the bed. The end of his eye was red. You still dare to laugh. You bad man. I'll tell you what. I will haunt you like a ghost for the rest of my life. If you dare to abandon me, I'll take your immoral deeds. Poke it all out. Look at the tears in her eyes. I straightened up. He leaned forward and kissed her on the corner of her mouth. Anshu's cheeks and ears instantly turned red. She pointed at me and said, You. This man is really good. But I'll tell you what, even if you do, I still won't let you go. I almost burst into tears. I have to confess. I lied to you. I didn't agree. I held her face and said, Anshu, the person I like is you. Anshu widened her eyes. I was shocked. Happy expression. True or false? She did. She swooped in, and the bear held me. Woohoo! Scared me to death. She hugged me and cried like crazy. Anshu whispered in my ear, Xiao Zhou, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. Can you help me? I slapped it. Who would have thought she was more excited? She took my hand and placed it on her spring light. Don't just slap your face. Fan can also be used here. And Shu looked at me pitifully. I don't think I've eaten it yet. At the age of 18, she had an itch for it. So I said yes. The moment I nodded, she immediately jumped on me and ate my mouth. 18-year-old Anshu is more energetic than 25-year-old. After a hearty work, I was exhausted. I fell into a deep sleep. I opened my eyes again and went back to the store in front of my house. The good news is that you don't have to worry about the college entrance examination all day long. The bad news is that I only ate 18-year-old Anshu once. Later, I confessed to Anshu. I also went back to this matter. She said she was angry, don't want to talk to me anymore. I thought about teasing her so many times, so we coaxed her well. Who would have thought she would turn around and coax her with me, bragging in front of her best friend. She also teaches her girlfriends the art of matrimony. She's in the box with her arms crossed, looking at her best friend with a look of disgust. Hey, I really don't understand you. How can you not cure a woman? Even my husband is afraid. What a shame for us women. Such a proud man and lady. It's not eaten to death by me yet, when my sin. And Shu snorted coldly. She thought she would be flattered by her girlfriends, and they were terrified. The atmosphere doesn't dare to come out. He wondered what was wrong. Brother Joe heard this sentence. And Shu grabbed her clothes and was about to run. As a result, the next second, I grabbed my ear. He grinned and tore. Pain, pain, I sneered at. Who is who? The simple man Shu. You can't tell the difference between big and small, right? He immediately begged for mercy. Woohoo, husband. I was wrong. The full text is over.